back out from it, and it felt good. I mean, they made sure that I was good to go before they eventually put me back out there. I mean, I going and talking to our doctors and Danny, our trainer, about 3 times a day just to make sure that everything was going smooth, no headaches or anything like that. So I'm back ready to go. Yeah, I had one like my sophomore year of high school, and it was a little bit worse than what I had. I had a mild concussion last week, so like I said, I'm back ready to go.
Last week's was mild compared to
yeah.
What was the protocol like?
Just meeting with our doctor a lot. We've got this new, it's pretty cool, this little virtual reality goggles that we have that check they can monitor your eye movement and see your reaction time and stuff like that. And then we've got a little computer test that we have. They've definitely gotten pretty advanced since the last time I kind of went through that. So
when you take a helmet to the face, does it stun you? I mean, kind of walk us through what your first thoughts were.
I was pretty hyped up whenever it happened. So I was kind of in the moment, and it didn't really stun me at all. I was just kind of my normal self, and then about probably 15 minutes later, we were doing team pass, and I was just out there and I was trying to make calls, and I was like, what am I doing? I had no idea what was going on, and so I went over to our trainer. I was like, hey man, I think I took a shot to the head a little too hard. So they held me out of the rest of practice and whatnot. So it didn't, not initially, but like I said, about 15 minutes later, I was a little dazed and confused.
That type of stuff, though, is it typical for camp once it's hot, you start getting in a few days that stuff like that's going to happen?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a game of football. Guys get hit, guys in there battling. It was inside drill. We're in there grinding against each other, offense versus defense, good on good. So stuff like that happens. Guys, like I say, they get hit in the head a little bit, and I was just glad that I kind of realized it, because sometimes I tend to shrug stuff off like it's not not anything. But with concussions especially, the kind of how it's in the limelight, I'm glad that I was able to kind of realize that what I needed to do.
What happened?
I'd gotten in a little tussle and with me and another guy, and my helmet had came off, and just after that, a few things happened. I got a shot to the head and went from there.
I don't know if regret's the right word, but at any point you think, man, you don't want to risk missing Auburn or any other games?
No, I'd never, really worried about having to miss anything. I knew, after it happened, I didn't black out or anything. I wasn't stumbling around walking. So I figured I was going to be fine. Just wanted to take extra precaution.
Do you think that though shows the mentality of this offensive line? It's going to be nasty. It's going to be rough. That maybe you guys are getting ready to kick it up even another notch.
Oh yeah, that's how it's been all camp. It's just we've been hitting it hard, and we really we really want to come out and have a good showing and show people what we can do. So it was that's just been the whole camp, for not even just the offensive line but the defensive line. We're just going against each other every day, just pounding and pounding and pounding, and then we trying to make each other better, and that's all we can do. And we don't get any preseason games. We go against each other, and after a little while you kind of get tired of hitting each other. But it's kind of that camp grind, and everybody's doing it, and so we just try to make the best of it every day.
We know how tough it is to block Scott Pagano, Carlos Watkins, Albert Huggins, those guys, but what's it like trying to block Dex?
Oh man, he's just, if he don't want to get blocked, he ain't gonna get blocked. That's about it. All those guys, they're a mountain of men, and Dexter's just one of those guys that, I remember we were talking the other day, it's not even fair. The kid's barely 18 years old and is 345 pounds and 18% body fat. It's insane, and I can't wait to see what he grows up to be. In 3-4 years, it's gonna be something fun to watch.
Is there a Taylor Hearn moment that you can recount in camp that shows what he's going to be like, or that nasty mentality he has?
Probably whenever he and Mitch, they got on a good double team and rolled Dexter out of there and put Dexter on his back. That was maybe the second time in camp that's happened. So everybody was, we're in the mirror, we're all hooping and hollering and whatnot. But no, that was probably, one of his many highlights, because like I said, we're gonna be mean and nasty, and we want to. That's how every offensive line should be, and that should be every offensive line's mentality. And I think Coach Caldwell does a real good job at getting us, a little fire under us. And, we want to come out and show, once again, what we got.
Now that you're getting a little closer to Auburn, is there a sense of urgency? Classes are getting ready to start, and practices are going to change. Does it feel like it's coming?
Yeah, it does. I always know whenever I go back to my apartment complex and there's a whole bunch of cars in the driveway and everything, I always know that school's about to start and that it's about time to get football rolling. And it's a good feeling because, like I said, we've been going against each other. I mean, I'm tired of seeing Carlos Watkins. I'm tired of seeing Dexter Lawrence and Scott Pagano and all those guys. I mean, and Christian. I mean, I'm ready to see a different color. And but it's good that we that we have guys that we can grind on like that and that we can really just iron sharpens iron, make each other better.